What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the studio. This is Peace. Welcome to another episode of Tier List for Pokemon Sleep. Today, we are going to be talking about skill specialty Pokemon. A lot of the factors from the previous two videos are going to apply here too, but not as much. We are focusing on skills, so let's get started. First Pokemon we have is Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. Some people might not like this. Peccaberry is good for Cyan Beach. Honey's pretty good. The ingredients pretty good overall. Let's see frequency. Frequency is alright. You do need a stone to evolve though. I'm gonna put Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Ultra, and Great. I might even do this, but I know this would probably make a lot of people angry. Here's why. I get what some people are saying too. There was a bug, energy recovering nature up increase or decrease didn't really have any effect, but that was a bug and they fixed it now, and now it does have an effect. So when you go to sleep with like energy recovery down or up, if you have it down, then you're not going to recover 100%, but it's still very minor. You can still recover a lot of energy just through sleeping. But the reason why I don't like Wigglytuff is because it provides 5 energy, right, to everybody, but your skills only activate like 3 to 4 times a day for the entire team. From my experience, it doesn't help at all. The only time when I see it being beneficial, is if you're able to level it up to like level 6, which is gonna take a very long time. In general, for me, energy recovery Pokemon main skills, I don't like it. Again, it's just my opinion. You guys can think differently, and I'm fine with it. Like, I can see it being useful with the bug fits, but still, it's a relatively small factor to consider. You're better off with just having multiple teams and just switch them out whenever they're low in energy. That's my take on energy. So I don't like the skill. I see some people putting Wiggly as like top tier, as like a sport Pokemon, but I don't think it's good. Granted, it does provide the berries for Cyan Beach and the ingredients are pretty good, but yeah, if you want to focus on the berries and ingredients, then you have better options. Meowth. This is a weird one. I think it's shards. Frequency, not that great. It's alright. Pretty long though. Berry is good for Snowdrop Tundra. The first ingredient is not that great. Dream Shards. I think Shards skill specialist Pokemon would be second to worst for now. I think Shards is a little bit better for energy than energy, because at least you can save up the shards for later in the game. You will need a lot when you're going to upgrade your pots. That's more like later into the game, so that's why I would probably put Pokemon with these skills a little bit higher and better than the energy restore Pokemon. Side up, I think. What's side up again? Orange Berry, that's good for Cyan Beach. The ingredients are decent too. Suan Cacao, you can get that first. That's pretty good. There's better skills that provide strength to Snorlax, but this is random though. I would probably do this. Side up. But if I was to order it, maybe like this. It's not bad. I do have this skill trigger before, and most of the time I got higher than 400. Growlithe and Arcanine. Alright, I have a mixed feeling about this Pokemon. So the frequency is pretty good for Arcanine. The berry is not good though. Actually, it's okay, but it's not specific to any island. Oh, actually it is. Snowdrop Tundra instantly gets you 4 times the usual health from a helper Pokemon. It's stat and everything to make him sound like he's an all-rounder too. kind of like T-Tar. But from my experience, this skill never triggered. I only have it triggered like twice. Even when I have main skill chance up for nature and skill trigger S unlocked, I just feel like this skill never triggered. Even if it does, it's kind of random. You can get 4 times the usual health from the user itself or a random Pokemon, and it can be, again, either berries or ingredients too. It's hit or miss. It's random, but just from my experience, it doesn't really trigger. All right, moving on to Slowpoke. Slowpoke is an interesting one. Slowpoke and Slowking. Orange Berry is good for Cyan Beach. Slowpoke Tail, the best ingredient you can get right now in the game with a base strength of 342. And the skills for Slowking, Slowbro, restore 14 energy to another Pokemon chosen at random. So this is also like a support type of skill. I feel like Slowpoke would be so much better if it restores energy to himself instead, because like one of the biggest reasons you want Slowpoke is to get Slowpoke Tail as ingredients for itself. The skill I don't like, we're talking about skills, I don't like it. I honestly would probably put Slowking up top, and then maybe Slowbro Ultra and Slowpoke Great, so worst. It could be this too. One of the biggest reasons for this too is because you can get it at level 30 or 60. If you get it at 60, straight up bad. If you get it at 30, it's okay, but even still, it's gonna take a long time to get your Pokemon to level 30. So even though the ingredient is really good, it's a very late game Pokemon. No one's in Masters yet. Pretty interesting. No one is in Masters yet. Let's move on. We got Magnemite, Magneton. I seen someone made a comment about how I placed Magnemite in its lineup during the last video. So the berry is random. It's not specific to any item, but it is a good one though. Ingredients are okay. The skills is cooking power up S. Gives your pot room for 7 more ingredients next time you cook. I feel like this is a late game skill because you're not gonna really get that much ingredient, so it's just not very helpful because you can cook 3 times a day too, so you're just gonna need more ingredients. So honestly, for me, it's just not really good early game. People were like kind of laughing at why I put it was like this. Why I put all the evolution in like different tier. The reason is because all you want to do is just to activate the skill. So and you only need to activate that once for whatever mealtime you're cooking. That's why I put Magnemite ahead of the other 2, just because you can get it easier. But that's the only reason why I put them all on different tier. It takes 22 friendship points if you encounter it. That's just way too much. Probably like Slowbro or this, but very late game Pokemon. Eevee, good berries for the last item. Milk is good early game. This is also good. Ingredients are pretty good. Get you 6 ingredients chosen at random. I do like that skill. It's like my second favorite right now. You can get Eevee, you can evolve into the other evolutions that you might like. Torion, Orange Beach is good. A little slow. 6 ingredients at random. And put Glaceon here. Because if you want 6 ingredients at random, you have better options too. And it does take a while to evolve to Glaceon if you're trying to get Glaceon. But this skill is good. Like, probably one of the better one in my opinion. Moving on, Jolteon. Green Grass Owl. It's fast. Grab a berry, not specific to any item. Instantly get you 4 times the user health for each Pokemon. Yeah, again, kind of fall same category as Arcanine. It is fast though. The only reason why it's up here right now is just because it's fast. But if you want ingredients, if you want berries, you have better options. I would probably put Jolteon here. This is probably like the most controversial tier list for skills. Flareon, Leopard Berry. This is good for the 3rd island. It's pretty fast. Gives you a pot room for 7 green next time you could. It's like same as Magnezone and stuff. It might be good for late game again, so I'll put this in Ultra. Togepi. Togepi is a pretty interesting one too. Pekka Berry is good for the 2nd island. It is the 2nd Pokemon that can get Fancy A. The skills, Metronome. Use 1 randomly chosen main skill. Here's the reason why it's kind of weird. I don't know if it's just because Cerebi doesn't have info about it, but even though you level up, it doesn't provide any additional value. So the only good thing I see with Togepi is it can get eggs and it's cute. I'm not really sure. Like, I feel like if you want any specific skill, then you just look for that specific skill Pokemon, and you don't need to put Togepi in here. The only reason why you want Togepi in them is for eggs, and that's it. Mareep, Fluffy, and Emphorus. Pretty fast. Grab a berry. Not the best berry. I can get eggs. Increases Snorlax strength by 800. This is my favorite skill right now. I would do this for these Pokemon. Okay, Sudowoodo and Bonsly. I like Sudowoodo. Its base frequency is slow. The berry is good for Topalo. I would put Sudowoodo S tier, Master tier, Bonsly. Espeon, same thing, same skill. So that's a good plus for Espeon. And it has the skill that I like. Umbreon, Wikiberry, it's good for the last island. Restore energy to self. I don't think Umbreon is that good. If you want Wikiberry, you have better option. If you want this, you have better options. So providing energy to itself is just useless to me. So at least for Umbreon. Wobbuffet and why not? Pretty slow. Berry's not specific to anything. This is like the worst ingredient you can get. Restore 14 energy to another Pokemon chosen at random. Considering this to the berries, I just don't like the skills of energy restoration at all. So I will put Wobbuffet and why not here? Heracross, Longberry, not specific to anything. 6 ingredients chosen at random. Again, that's like my 2nd favorite skill right now. I would say Heracross somewhere, maybe Ultra. But you do have better options though if you want this skill. Gulpin. Is it very specific to anybody? Nope. It's not specific to any island. It is a pretty high berry though. Again, shards. You don't really need shards right now. I would probably do something like this. Gulpin and then you. So kind of the same like Meowth, Riolu, and Lucario. Let's see, let's check Lucario. I feel like you should be fast, yeah. They're pretty good. Cherry Berry, pretty good berry. 88 shards. Okay, so kind of the same like Meowth. Right, I'll just put it up front because Lucario is definitely cooler. I can see when you start needing shards, these Pokemon will be good, but for now, I don't think it's that important. So they are in Ultra and Great. Leafeon, 50 frequency, Thornberry. It's a good berry, but not specific to anything. You store energy to a random Pokemon choose at random. Again, energy restoration. I don't like it. Leafeon, where's Leafeon? I would probably put Leafeon there. So it's kind of like Slowpoke, Slowking too. Slowbro. Random energy, 14 energy to somebody else. Glaceon. Kind of slow actually. Raspberry is good for the last item. Gives you 7 pot room for ingredients. Same thing as Magnezone. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Glaceon, Glaceon, Glaceon. Where is Glaceon? Oh, I already did Glaceon. What the heck? What the heck? Wait, how? What? When did I did Glaceon? Oh, it was Vaporeon. I messed up. Okay, Vaporeon. 6 ingredients. Orange berry. Oh, probably this. Vaporeon there. Glaceon there. Because if you want to activate that skill for pot, it probably better just get a Magnemite. And I think we have one more. Sylveon. Pecaberry, it's good for Cyan Beach. Ingredients are okay. Pretty fast. Restore 5 energy to each helper Pokemon. Again, same thing as Wigglytuff. Jigglypuff. Just put it here. Yeah, I just don't like energy recovery right now. Not a lot of Pokemon in like the top tier for skills. Let's check Eevee again. So Eevee just looks weird being there. 6 ingredient chosen at random. Yeah, that's my second berry. I would just do this. Eevee would just be like the first of like all the ultra clear tier. I think that's gonna conclude my skills tier list. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys like it. If you haven't seen my other videos, tier list for berries and ingredients, I'll put it up at the end of the screen. Check those out. Thank you guys for all the support. We've been getting a lot of subs and likes, so I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. All right, peace out, guys.